Hello, everybody. This is Phil Shilbear with Why Do We Say That? Today is November the 17th, a Friday, a good, wonderful Friday of 2023. Today's word is Q, C-U-E, and also, what is it? Q. It's Q. Okay, Q. Let's go with that. I'm confusing myself, but that's par for the course, folks. Listen, the word Q, I'm in a play. I'm in a play called Miracle on 34th Street. It's a wonderful play. And in a play, you have, I was thinking about it, you have somebody will say a line, and that is the next actor's cue. Meaning, okay, after this line, that's when I say my line. And why do we have that Q in there? Sometimes they don't put that anymore, but they used to have a big letter Q in the front saying Q. Well, in the 15th century, 16th century, it was in Latin. They've had plays, by the way, the Greeks, thousands of years. Everybody likes to watch a story being told. So the Latin word quando, meaning when. The question was, when do I say my line? They put a Q, meaning that is your cue. Well, of course, now we use C-U-E. I guess it makes more sense to say, to write that down so you know what it is. So that's why we say give the word cue. Okay, I'm moving on. My mind is going. So first of all, now you know. So it comes from the Latin word quando, when, and also replace the letter Q, which used to be in the script. Now let's move on to billiards. When you shoot, you use a cue stick. That's also, I think, a C-U-E. But the origin is different. In earlier ages, by the way, I'm wiping my lips. My lips are just, I don't know what's wrong with them. I have dry mouth and something's going on. So I'm not wiping my nose. Somebody said, eh. I'm not. It's my lips feel like they need to be wiped. Don't get old, folks. So when they played billiards, they didn't use a cue stick. What they used was called a mace. It was like a small golf club, like say, and they would push the ball. They wouldn't strike it like with a cue. They would push the ball, and they would maneuver the balls around. But when a ball came right near the edge of the table, it was very difficult to get that mace in there because it had a head on it. So what they would do was they would turn that stick around. Now, the word Q-U-E for Q, meaning like you stand in a line, that means Q because it comes to the word tail. That's what that means. And like when the sailors would have their long Q, they adapted that to mean like standing in line and things like that. Somebody's calling me. Well, I don't care what that is. Pardon me. Let me turn that off. Okay, so now we're getting down to it. So since this stick looked like a tail, like a rat's tail or whatever, it was called a cue, but they would turn it around and use the other end of that mace, the one with the little thing on it, to kind of push the ball. And from that, we started, I guess they said, this is much more fun. We can hit the ball, we can put spin on it, we can do all kind of things. And they would also, in earlier days, they would like stick the cue up into the ceiling like there was plaster to put that to make it grab more. And they would turn it around and get some of that. And that's why we put chalk, they call it chalk, on the end of cue. So the word cue actually comes from tail. And that's enough of that. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day. Now you know why we use the French word for tail. It's not Latin, it's the cue. Okay, so nowadays they only use that cue, they don't use that mace anymore. Thanks a lot, folks. Have a wonderful day.